Hello, Clemson Nation. This is Patrick Driscoll, and welcome to this week's edition of On the Prowl, the show where I keep you posted on all things Clemson sports. While not as jam-packed as episodes in the past, there is still a lot going on in the Clemson world of sports. Nevertheless, let's get into it, starting with men's basketball. Unfortunately, the Tigers were handed their second consecutive loss of the year at the hands of the Miami Hurricanes this past Saturday at LJC. While P.J. Hall, Brevin Galloway, and Hunter Tyson each put up solid performances, Miami's 12-point lead in the second half was just too much for the Tigers to overcome. In fact, the squad narrowed the lead down to 3 on 3 separate occasions, but Clemson came just short, with a final score of 78-74. I am sure the Tigers will be hungry for a W come this Saturday, where they will be taking on North Carolina and Chapel Hill for a huge contest at 2 p.m. As for women's hoops, Clemson cannot catch a break as well. Yesterday, Clemson dropped their second straight overtime contest. This time, it was on the road against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. A late rally from Wake Forest in the fourth quarter forced overtime, resulting in a 69-64 final. Grad student Bree Perpignan led the Tigers with 19 points and 5 steals, while senior forward Amari Robinson and freshman guard Ruby Whitehorn each pitched in with 10 points. On the bright side, Clemson will be back at Littlejohn Thursday in the annual Play for K game. They will be taking on Georgia Tech at 8 o'clock. Clemson track and field faithful, get excited. Finally, the moment we've all been waiting for. It's time for the Tiger Paw Invitational this weekend. To begin, first, let's talk about what went down at Virginia Tech this past weekend. Both the men and women look great in Blacksburg, with multiple personal best records hit in a variety of events. Senior Quarantine Cerebus ran an outstanding mile, crossing the line in a speedy 4:08. Freshman Maddie Denede ran an excellent mile as well, finishing in 4 minutes and 57 seconds. As for sprints, junior Antoinette Vandermeer finished second in the 60-meter hurdles with a blazing 8.31 seconds. Junior Genovi Jonas also took second in the 60-meter dash with a 6.76. Lastly, for field events, freshman Ryan John took third in the triple jump with a 14.98 meter leap, and sophomore Marie Forbes earned second in the weight throw with a toss of 21.87 meters. This is just a sneak peek of what is to go down at the prestigious Tiger Paw Invitational. It is also the last time you will be able to see the squad in Clemson till next fall. So come out and support this weekend. This past Friday, your Clemson Tigers battled rivals South Carolina at Duckworth Family Tennis Facility. While the result did not go the way they wanted it to, Clemson still fought hard against the number 8 ranked team in the country. The double squad of Ryohei Azuma and Spencer Wood-Taylor gave an outstanding effort against the number 1 doubles team in the country in a 4-3 unfinished result. While undefeated no longer, Clemson looks to get back on the win column once again as the Tigers hit the road for the first time this season. They will begin by taking on Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia. They'll start Friday at 5, then play VCU the following day at 2 p.m. Best of luck, gentlemen. For the women's tennis team, the words home match and sweep have gone hand in hand to kick off the 2023 season. Their win against Georgia Southern marked the team's 5th straight home sweep to kick off this year. Head coach Amy Sargent labeled this win gritty and gave credit to her squad for finding that championship mindset despite 3 first-set defeats against the Panthers. Talk about overcoming adversity. Junior Christiana Mayorova has continued to be a force for Clemson. Her 2 singles wins now has her individual record up to 6-1 for the year. Sophomore Alexandra Antilla and junior Sophia Hatton had excellent comeback wins of their own. The Tigers look to stay hot at home as they host Elon and App State this Saturday at Duckworth. Like I said on the last edition of On the Prowl, with the new year comes new sports, and this weekend, a new program as well. This Saturday, here at Historic Riggs, the women's lacrosse program is set to kick off their inaugural season. This will be a very special day for Clemson athletics, so you do not want to miss it. 3 o'clock, Wofford, Riggs Field, be there. Once again, that is another episode of On the Prowl in the books. With a great week of Clemson sports and Clemson weather lined up, I cannot wait to see what's to come. Lastly, I am your host, Patrick Driscoll, and thank you for tuning in to this week's episode. See you next time.